Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. If you're just joining me on the channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for your support. This reading will be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for the month of December 2018. We will look at the general energy for Capricorn. From a karmic standpoint, we will also look at relationship issues, and finally, we will look at money and career matters for Capricorn. These are general readings, guys, so don't get too caught up in what's being said. Take it from a very general view for Capricorn elemental sign and energy, and always attach something like time, meaning some of these things could have already have occurred for you in some aspect or to some degree, or they may be upcoming for you. There's so many different Capricorns, it's hard to say specifically what will happen to a Capricorn specifically at a time. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for the month of December 2018. If you enjoy the reading, please hit the thumbs up or like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the reading, guys. Let's get started. We already have one come out. We have the false halo. This, for me, is presenting from a karmic standpoint because this is a symbol on the deck. This is for karmic energy for, I'm looking at it for zodiac sign. This is presenting to me like the devil card, this false halo. This is something about inner battles or inner struggles within yourself, about you feeling a need to tame your energy or tame a negative part of yourself that you perhaps do not want to take a look at. This is the Capricorn feeling like maybe they've been too tough on someone for all the wrong reasons, it feels like to me. And in a way getting off on it or being, doing something bad or mean and feeling good about it. And then looking back on it and thinking, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Something like that here in this. We have the card of prevention. This is Aries Capricorn energy here. And again, this feels like an inner battle or inner struggle. There's something here that you're fighting against about yourself or in yourself that you want to fight against. Fighting against your lower nature, fighting against your dark side. We're going to put one more energy to look at for Capricorn. We have pulled, this is Aries Sagittarius energy, the Crusader. So that's interesting. We have two type of knights here. I'm getting, it's almost like you're tired of fighting yourself, and maybe you're going to redirect this kind of contrary or battle-like energy outside of yourself. So it feels like the Capricorn in essence may be projecting some negative aspects that they're seeing in someone else may actually be in them. I feel like they're projecting, or the energy, the karmic energy around Capricorn for the month of December 2018 is a type of projection. And you can project positive things, but it feels more like you're projecting more on the negative side, combative side, aggressive side. Or fighting someone to do something, fighting someone to, or trying to convince someone to do something that's against their nature. Trying to convince someone to do something against their nature, or someone's trying to convince the Capricorn to do something against their nature. Anyway, it feels uncomfortable. Being asked to do something you don't agree with could be a different way this is presenting. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for the month of December 2018. We looked at the general karmic energy. Let's have a look at what's coming towards Capricorn in terms of their relationships. We're going to look at this for fixed relationship, love relationship, type of partnerships. Let's see what's up for Capricorn. We already have one 12 week. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take all of these. these guys. I'm using the thought of this 4. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Let me look at this for a minute, guys, and then I'll show them to you. There's a very back and forth energy attached to these 4 cards. Let me go ahead and show you what's here. Starting from the Knight of Cups to the 7 of Wands. And then these came out first. We have the Fool and we have the 5 of Cups. So what I'm getting from this is, again, someone trying to convince with this Knight of Cups and 7 of Wands. This is like someone trying to convince someone to see things their way, to do things their way, to be in a relationship their way. This can be a type of power struggle, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like someone wants to do something contrary to what the Capricorn energy wants, and them trying to convince someone in this 7 of Wands to do this their way. In this Fool, it feels like giving up because it's a lost cause. You will not be able to get the person to do things how you want. And with this 5 of Cups, it feels like a type of disappointment associated with this. So this feels like in a relationship that's more mature or stable, meaning a committed relationship, marriage. This seems like it's been going on for a while, and it's the Capricorn trying to convince their partner to I don't feel like it's anything heavy. I just feel like they're living with someone who's very contrary. They may not be as in love with the Capricorn as a Capricorn wants, and they want this person to show more affection to them, but their partner doesn't feel it. Their partner, with this Fool here, their partner isn't up to that task of being how they want in a loving way. It's just not like, it's not there. So it can be another case where with their partner, they want to do something like travel or take a vacation or go to the movies or take dance lessons, but their partner never wants to engage with them in that way. The Capricorn's partner, or it could be the Capricorn, but it feels like that in these 4 cards here. So let's keep going. Too many came out on that one, but I felt the need to kind of dive into that. I'm going to pull a couple of more. Another one came out. Look at that. We have the 10 of Swords. So again, it feels like a type of disappointment around not getting the love. We have Major Arcana. The Fool was Major Arcana 2. For those of you who don't really know tarot, we have the Universe. So it feels again like, especially how these are matching up, because these 4 match up with the karmic energy of the false halo at the head of the reading. We have the false halo. So it's like this almost feels now like 2 different people, and one person being very different to the other. One person being very difficult in a way or defiant to the other person, and not being able to get your way. But it doesn't feel like it's something small, like what kind of car should we buy, what kind of house should we buy. One person just doesn't seem to have their heart in the situation the same as the other. Now it can be the Capricorn or the other person. Then we have this prevention with the 10 of Swords. This feels like trying to make someone see things how you want or be how you want, but it's an impossible task. You can try over and over again. These swords feel like different objectives or different goals that are always meeting with opposition, and you can't correct it in a way. So this Crusader typically destroys everything, or this type of destructive energy of, again, these Crusaders came because they wanted to, well, it's a bit political. Let's give two different reasons. They supposedly went to Jerusalem because they wanted to spread Christianity, but in fact they went to Jerusalem because they wanted to take advantage of the resources that were in the far, going into the Far East. But typically they pillaged and they destroyed. But they thought that they were acting out a type of divine right in their religious pursuit in the Middle East. So this lineup just looks like, and this feels again like long-term relationships. Like a lot of Capricorns may be feeling like they invested their life into a lost cause, or they've invested. It feels like a group of Capricorns who have invested a lot of time into a relationship that never went their way. I think this is the final point. So if this is for newer relationships, it's more or less the same. The energy does not necessarily look conducive to new relationships. There may be a lot of power struggles in new relationships, or someone just not really being that into it. So let's look and see what's happening with finances and money. Finally, we're going to pull another 3 cards, and then we're going to go ahead and close out the reading, guys. So we have the King of Swords, we have the 5 of Swords, and finally we have the Queen of Wands. And again, this is very much looking like a repetition of the energies. We have 2 people who are more or less kind of diametrically opposed and playing a lot of games, playing a lot of head games, and never really getting anywhere, never really going anywhere. Things never really changing. It feels like things never really change, or things are never really changing from this loop. I'm getting in it. Maybe time to give in. Maybe time to give up. That was supposed to be for money and for work endeavors. You know, whatever is happening at work, I think that seems to be a bit contrary. The Capricorn has had to deal with before, and perhaps they hope for the best, but things aren't really changing. Things haven't really changed. It's more or less the same. Things are playing out the same way they always have. I would like to be able to give some positive feedback for the Capricorn. So let's see. I'm going to pull 3 more, and then we're going to go ahead and type the reading. This for me, this reading is feeling like it has Saturn written all over it. But let's see. I would like to pull something positive to tell Capricorn for the month of December. Okay, well, this is headed in a better direction. I would like to pull something positive. So we have the Sun. So let's be serious, please. Be serious. Something positive that's real for Capricorn. Please tie it together. What do we have positive for Capricorn that's real? We have the 6 of Swords. I don't read reversal, guys. I don't need to. Let's pull one more. That's positive for Capricorn. And we have Major Arcana, Death, guys. So it's interesting because I asked, what can we tell Capricorn that's positive? And we pulled up the Sun, Major Arcana, the 6 of Swords, and Major Arcana, Death. So it looks like what is saying to me here, or what's being said here, or what's being conveyed here, is that perhaps it might be time for a new day, Capricorn. It might be time to give up that struggle or give up that fight. I'm getting, I can't make you love me if you don't. If you've been trying so long to get someone to show loving feelings or compassion to you, and they can't do it, they can't do it, they can't do it. It might be time just to kind of give up that fight in a way. It doesn't mean that you have to leave your partner or you should leave your partner, but perhaps more of the focus has to come on you with this Queen of Wands here. It might be time to put more of the focus on you and who you are, and stop trying to manipulate or convince someone else to care about you. There's a whole lot wrapped up in that, because at some point, why are you doing that if in fact you are doing that? I feel like you should just take your hands off and turn all the energy and focus onto yourself. Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Sorry for that reading, but we'll come back again and see where we are later on during your solar return. So again, I'll go ahead and say that. Merry Christmas, Capricorn. I hope you can take something positive out of the last part of the reading. And thank you for joining me. I will see you back here again, hopefully next month. Take care. Bye-bye.